Hello, everyone. I'm Imafterdark. My friends know me by Bryce. I'm a music business student, and I'm working on my debut album, Before Dark.
Beautiful. Before we dive in any deeper, on a scale of 1 to 10, how competitive are you?
Oh, in terms of chess, I'd probably rank it a 4. I used to really love chess, but it's been a long time now.
You know what's funny? You're the second person who ranked a 4 in competitiveness. Whatever you already, it is your first move.
Alrighty. I think I'm going to start right here.
How long have you been playing chess?
I learned around 7 years old, and I was in a chess club briefly in middle school. However, that did not last long. I just didn't have too much passion for it. I went on to play football for a little bit, and then kind of just found myself more as a gamer than anything else. All right, I think it's removed.
It did move fast, too. I was thinking about the horse. I like to start with the horse. Second time. I didn't know you were in the chess club and you played football. What did you play in football? I don't really know a lot about football.
I was a lineman. I didn't play much. I was a big kid, and that helped when they needed it. But I was just another head on the team, you know. But still, I mean, I learned a lot about respect and whatnot back in those days. So
It's a pretty wise outlook.
I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't really apply myself, so I got what I deserved anyways. There was plenty of people that I know that went on to get scholarships in school, and it's awesome. There's all types of people. I just found myself attracted to music, and I ended up finding myself a Full Sail studying music business because I really want to be an artist, but I also want to be the business, you know? So I'm a businessman, not a businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, you should say. That's how you do it, bro. You gotta think about it strategically.
Yeah.
Just like chess. You said you were doing an album?
Yes, I've been working on my debut album, Before Dark. It started as a concept for an EP a little over 2 years ago. And ever since then, I kept adding songs where I'm like, okay, it's not an EP, it's an album now.
Yeah.
It's going to come, and when it does arrive, it's going to be amazing. I'm really proud of everything that I wrote. I'm going to say by the end of the year, it's all going to be ready. So
you have a team working on this album?
I have some awesome players working along with me. A lot of it has been my creative vision, but I've had a lot of awesome players that are bringing my vision to life. Shout out everybody, and shout out Full Sail for helping me along the way as well. So
That's awesome.
yeah. And shout out to you for having me here, man.
Yeah, how we do it, bro. Thank you.
All right, bro.
What made you choose Full Sail?
Honestly, I was looking around, like I wanted to leave. I was in Columbus, Ohio, and we're in Orlando, Florida right now. I wanted to leave my hometown because I knew that I had to grow, and being in Columbus wasn't gonna enable me to grow. And so I was looking at Texas, I was looking at California, I was looking at Florida, and ultimately I went with Florida because I found that it had the most to offer me. I was actually born in St. Petersburg before growing up in Columbus, Ohio. We moved up there when I was just a youngin', and I really wanted to kind of get back in touch with my roots, and Orlando sounded really nice. Full Sail is based in Orlando, and it's in the middle of everything. Once I'm done with Full Sail, I'm also going to be moving out of here too. Maybe not immediately, but I want to keep going. I want to keep enabling myself to grow. I believe that you shouldn't stay the same, and if you are, there's some issues, and not to shame anybody that hasn't grown, but you gotta grow. You know, it's part of life is change. You know, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, which admittedly, like sometimes I'm not wanting to leave my comfort zone, but regardless, I try. You know, I really try to push myself. So, alrighty. I'm going to move him up.
I don't like to play with the queen, but we're gonna play with the queen. Did any of your family members play any instrument?
I don't know if I can move him. We'll go there. I'm overthinking it.
They can tell me. It's no worries.
My mom was practically forced to play the piano growing up. I still have that piano. It's like a family heirloom. Her grandfather, my great-grandfather, had bought it for her, and he had his doctorates in music composition. So he was very classical at the time. You know, my mom was born in 1966, but at the same time, I feel like you're giving it to me, man. I feel like I have no choice but to just take them from you.
You can't do that with
I can't.
No, you can only take sideways.
My bad.
You good.
But then I can do that.
Yes,
can't I?
sir.
Okay.
You can.
Okay.
I don't like the horse, but I did tell you that the pawn can kill sideways. No, I mean like just a second.
Yeah.
So that means I just took your horse.
Yeah. Trade for trade. It's okay. It's okay. He was a doctor in music, so it was really cool actually to look back and see that in my family. As far as I'm aware, my dad didn't play any instruments. I mean, I feel like my whole family has always like loved and appreciated music. I love and appreciate music, all types of music, even like country. Like it's not my favorite genre, but I'll find myself listening to it every now and again. I'm open to everything, I'll have my biases, sure, but I try to always go in with an open mind. I'll never like form my critique until after I finish the song, Well, let me rephrase that. I think music is subjective to people's opinions, but some songs can technically be objectively bad. Like even I've made a song that I'm like, okay, like this is bad, Music is subjective as a whole. That's how I kind of look at all this stuff. I try not to judge too much because what may not be my cup of tea may be your cup of tea and vice versa. So alrighty.
It's a white steak.
I don't know what to do. I think I'm bringing him here.
Because I didn't remember if it was your move or my move. I'm like, oh,
I might have stole yours. I think it was I think it was mine. Though.
It's all right. I'm pretty sure it was yours. Daddy, I'm gonna start taking some of you guys. I have to.
Go for it.
Is there anything else you're working on beside the album?
I've started actually looking at future projects, which I know is ironic because I've been working on my album for so long, but really it's because I feel like the story is already. Can I do this?
Yes. What again? I missed the horse twice.
Ready to be told in that regard. And so I don't want to limit myself because I know I've taken too much time on this project. So I'm trying to look ahead at the next projects and where I want to go after this, just because this whole Before Dark is really about adolescence and coming of age, and my experiences along the way, and then like kind of finding myself. If you know yourself now, like 5 years from now, you may cringe at the person you are today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm probably offending like some master chess players out there that they're probably seeing some move that I should have taken.
I just saw that, but I think you're right. Yeah,
they're like screaming at the screen right now. Dude,
you could have done this.
Yeah. In that regard, I understand that I'm still growing, but at the same time, I got some pretty cool stories that I want to tell going forward, because really this is all about just me and coming of age, And now I'm 20 and I'll be 21 in December, so I'm starting to think, I really wanted to make my next album self-titled After Dark, but because it was Before Dark and then After Dark. But I've got some pretty cool ideas. So After Dark, the self-titled album, may have to wait. We'll see.
That was a pretty cool sneak peek into the future, huh? Yeah. Do you know a move where you can move the king and the castle? They can trade spots, but like not like technically. You can put the king here, and then the castle can move to the right one.
I may have learned it at one point, but no, I'm not familiar.
I'm not familiar with it either. People do it. I'm like, oh crap! I don't know how they do. I don't understand like the science behind it.
Gotcha. I just moved him forward, so you know.
Oh, with my turn?
Or no, sorry, just him forward. No. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Check.
Uh-oh.
You said you're not that competitive in chess. What games are you competitive in?
Fortnite. I love Fortnite. That's one thing that a lot of people may not know about me. I really just don't have the time to invest in new video games. I know I shouldn't be like doing that, but at the same time, when I do find the time to play a video game, I've been playing Fortnite since really the very beginning, and I've spent too much money on that game. So it is really hard for me to walk away from it. And at the same time, getting into a brand new game feels like a whole new commitment. But there's been plenty of games that have come out across the last 2 years while I was in college that I really wanted to check out, but I couldn't. Like back when Black Ops 6 dropped, I really was happy for it, and I got it, and I only played it for like 2 months, and I really enjoyed the game actually. But after 2 months, I didn't play anymore, and then a year later, they dropped Black Ops 7.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to pick it up because people were saying it was like better than Black Ops 6. At least that's what I had heard. Maybe viewers at home are like disagreeing, but
Yeah.
regardless, I never got around to playing Black Ops 7 just because I knew I barely touched Black Ops 6. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like, I don't know. I really love video games though. I love Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5. I have a PC and it's souped up, and I spent a lot of money souping it up, but I only play Fortnite, and so
That's pretty cool. Then you have a whole PC and the PlayStation. What's a system do you like playing on most? PlayStation or?
I'm primarily on my PC, but you know, I do love my PlayStation. But again, I don't even find myself on it too often. I have a girlfriend, and she plays on it sometimes, which is nice. I feel like it's getting some use. You know?
Yeah.
But when I had broken my foot, actually, that's another thing a lot of people may not know about me. I broke my right foot skateboarding. I was down for a few months, and that's around the time Spider-Man 2 came out, and I had beaten that game like 2 days through.
Yes, like
Platinum trophy. Like when I say beaten,
wow.
like every achievement beaten.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. It was a fun game, man. Honestly, it was a great story. I'd love to see it like adapted into a movie somehow. For those that don't know, spoiler, Harry gets the symbiote, his best friend Harry.
Yeah.
Whereas usually Spider-Man gets the symbiote. And Spider-Man does get the symbiote at one point in the game, but it's primarily Harry who's using it, and there's some drama behind it. There's also tons of other villains.
Oh wow, I didn't know that there was.
It's a really cool story though.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And Miles Morales is in it. You get to switch back and forth between Miles Morales and Peter Parker, almost in like a GTA style fashion.
Yeah.
You know, pick up where you left off on the other character. And they both have their own missions and stories that you can play in. So it was a really cool game. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2. It's one of my favorite PlayStation games. I remember back when the original came out in 2018. This is when I just began playing football, actually. I pre-ordered it like months before, and in the morning that it came out, I played it for like 3 hours. I got up like 5 a.m. No, like I probably 2 hours, because this is back when I had to get on the bus like real early. But I was playing it like at 5 a.m. the day it came out, knowing I had like football practice after school, and like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, if you guys can't tell. So
I like Spider-Man too, yeah.
Do you have a favorite Spider-Man?
Well, you know I don't know if it's not Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
He's the original.
That's the original, right? Yeah, I like him. I'm pretty sure it has to be him, because that's the only name I remember. I like the way he portrayed the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The other ones I'm not sure about really.
I think they're all really cool, and I think all the films have their flaws in their own like unique ways. But I love and appreciate all of them. Tobey is awesome though. I think he has some pretty cool stories. And I'm excited to see if they do anything more with him. He's rumored to be in an upcoming Avengers movie, as well as there's some talks about maybe making another Spider-Man movie for him.
Really?
Yeah, which is cool because they're still working with Tom Holland and making those new movies.
Yeah.
He's the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I've also seen a lot of demand for Andrew Garfield. He was personally my favorite, but I love them all. Andrew just has this swagger that like a lot of people think Peter Parker shouldn't have.
Yeah, and Andrew's the guy with the black hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like the big hair, and I think he's the tallest out of all of them.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, he did carry himself in a certain way that Peter Parker.
He skateboarded.
Yeah.
You know, Peter Parker's a nerd, so if you appreciate that. But I loved him, and I think the movies were great. A lot of people had their issues, but The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Electro, I think it's a beautiful movie in terms of the CGI with Electro. A lot of people didn't like how, what's his name? I think Jamie Foxx played Electro, which he's a real famous person. And they didn't like how corny, like they gave him a little like comb over with glasses, made like Jamie Foxx look like really funny. But when he did actually get the superpowers, it was really cool how the electric like lit up Times Square. Like they did it in Times Square.
Wait, actually in Times Square?
Yeah, like they shot the whole
That's
like
pretty cool.
battle scene, and like there's cars flipping, and Spider-Man has to find unique ways to beat this guy because he's literally made of electricity, you know?
Yeah.
So it was really cool though. It was really cool. And then there's a whole Gwen Stacy love story side story as well. And I don't know. I really love that movie. You know, I think most of my appreciation for that movie comes from that was the first Spider-Man movie I saw in theaters. But it was a really cool time in my life. I was like 8 years old, and watching that movie in theaters was just so cool, you know? I love Spider-Man, so.
Okay, I could do this, but we'll see. We'll see. I think we have a pretty good game going on.
Yeah, I agree. Because you have some pieces that I don't. And I got some pieces you... Well, no, actually, I think you're winning. Either way.
Wait, you're in check.
Can you tell me what check means? Does that mean like my
Oh yeah. So I could kill your king with the queen.
Oh.
So, but like, when did that happen? You do have to move the king when you're in check. But when, I just don't know when that happened.
I think you might have moved one of your guys. I don't know. Maybe I moved. I don't know what I moved. It's probably been like that for a while.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'll just move him.
It's a good game. Why did I not remove the horse?
I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I know people were yelling at me too.
Check.
Just gonna like lock me into check right now.
I got that. Check.
Well played.
Thank you. Ready? On your side.
It's the end of me.
Thanks so much for being on Habibi Plays. Guys, it has been Habibi Plays. Thanks so much for watching. And if you want to just leave your handles.
All right, you guys can find me at Imafterdark. That's I am After Dark, as in the letter I and M.
See you guys on the next one. Thank you.